Hey guys, Peyton Snapeback here again for another DVD and Blu-ray update for you guys this week. It's been about 2 weeks since my last one. Got some pretty good stuff here to talk about. 15 movies here. We got 12 Blu-rays and 3 DVDs. As usual, I'm going to talk about the Blu-rays first and then the DVDs. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the first one here I got. Now this one right here, this one I got on Black Friday. It wasn't on the Black Friday sale. But it was just on sale that I just wanted to, because I've never seen this movie. I never hear bad things about this one. I know, and this is the Steelbook that they just recently released for, I think it was only for Best Buy. But this is the movie called Heathers here on Blu-ray. This one, I thought this one was okay. It's not, it's not perfect, but I kind of like American Psycho better than this. But I'll give you a little detail what it looks like. It's back, and the inside looks like it's like a book inside. 2-disc set. Like here's the Blu-ray movie. The other disc has like special features on it as well. This movie stars Winona Ryder and Kristen Slater, and it also has that one girl from Sleepaway Camp 2 and Intruders. Renee Estevez, she plays a little part in this movie. But the movie is basically about these 3 girls. Their names are Heather. And basically, the one girl, Winona Ryder's character, and I think this guy that she's dating, Kristen Slater's character, he they're planning on like killing like some of these people that like done them wrong, and like they killed this one girl that was, I think her name was Heather as well, and to make it think it was like a suicide, and then they kill like they kill someone in the woods and they make it a suicide as well. I don't know, this one I thought was okay. I mean, I do like the looks of the Steelbook and everything. This one's not like my favorite like thriller. It didn't really surprise me. I don't know. This one was okay. This one I will either give to my mom or either get rid of this. I don't know. Or like take it to the pawn shop or something. I don't know. I have to think about it. Alright, this next one right here. Now I know you guys are going to be like, why did you get this movie? Because I saw it in theaters and I actually really enjoyed it. I know this one got lots and lots of bad reviews. You know what? I actually kind of liked it. I kind of like the concept of this movie. But this is the movie called Countdown here on Blu-ray. And what's a shame is, there is no special features on this thing. But it has that girl, and I actually talked to her recently. What's her name? Talitha Bateman? Yes, Talitha Bateman. She's the sister of the boy who played Andy Barkley in the Child's Play remake. But this is the one I did see in theaters, and I actually really thought this was pretty neat. And I'm not saying it's like the best movie. It's not like the worst. It's not the best like perfect movie, but it's worth watching though. There's a couple scares here and there, but the movie is basically about this killer app. People if they download this app called Countdown, it tells them like how long they have to live. Like one of them gets like 73 years. Some people get like 60. This one ends up getting the one girl ends up getting like only like 3 hours or like 3 days or something. And of course, she thinks that it's like a joke or something. Or well, she takes it serious, and everyone's like, oh, it's just a toy, and it's all just a joke. And of course, it turns out the thing is actually serious. It's really that it's basically predicting that something bad's going to happen. And I actually did kind of enjoy this one, like I said. It's not like perfect or anything, but overall I actually really did enjoy this for what it was. And I did like it enough to actually own it on Blu-ray and digital. But like I said, no special features on this, unfortunately. So that's the thing that sucks with these kind of releases. There's no special features on these kind of like movies sometimes. I don't understand why. There should be at least like a behind the scenes or something. I don't know. But, yep, that is the movie Countdown here on Blu-ray. And if you're wondering where that screeching noise is coming from, that would be my bird right there, Herman. I'm doing this in the living room today. I'm doing these videos in the living room for a couple weeks. All right, this one right here, this next one. I did not get to go see in theaters because I wasn't really interested in it until when it came out, because it came out the same time Countdown did. This movie, I have to say, I really did like it. I actually really enjoyed this one. It's a very, very fun action thriller movie, but this is a movie called Black and Blue here on Blu-ray. Now, this movie is about it's basically about this one cop. I think it's played by Naomi Harris. I think she's had some troubles in the past, and now she's this cop, and her one partner is doing something. I don't know what he's doing. He's but she gets hooked up with another cop, as her partner, and and there's kind of something off about this one cop, and there's something not really right about him, and they go to this abandoned place, and he gets a phone call, and he tells Naomi's character, well, I gotta go take this, I'll be right back, there's something I have to do first, and she's like, well, if this is important, then why didn't they say on the intercom thing? But of course, she don't think anything about it until she hears noises in the abandoned building. She goes in there, and it turns out there's what she's witnessing is a drug deal gone wrong. She's witnessing a murder, and of course, half the cops are after her because these are cops that are doing this drug deal and these murders, and they're basically after her because she has a body cam that's recording, and the main thing is that she's trying to get this footage to the police station, before she dies, and before they catch her or whatnot. But I have to say, I absolutely really enjoyed this one. If you guys haven't seen this one, definitely give this one a try, because I thought this one was really fun. This is one I really loved. And again, I did not get to see this one in theaters because I wasn't really interested at first until, when it came out. Like I said, the same time Countdown did. I looked at the back, and I'm like, I'll check it out. I mean, he looks alright, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, the next one here I got, now this one right here, I've had a hard time trying to find on Blu-ray, because I could never find it anywhere on Amazon. I couldn't find it on eBay. I found it on eBay one day for $20-some. And I know this thing is out of print. I don't know why exactly, to be honest. But, this is probably one of the last, true story, movies that I remember really enjoying. Because, most of them nowadays are just not really all that good. Meaning, true crime, movies. Like the Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer, Gacy, stuff like that. This one I really think is really good. This is a movie called Monster here on Blu-ray with Charlize Theron and Christina Ricci, and I have to say, Charlize in this movie, she is awesome with this role. But the movie is based off the the serial killer Aileen Wuornos. If you don't know who that was, she was a girl who was a prostitute, and she would basically kill all these guys and try to steal their money. Christina Ricci plays her girlfriend in the Selby Wall. She was the one who's telling her to do all these murders and stuff, and that's basically what it is. It's basically a true story, about the Aileen Wuornos case. And this is probably one of my favorite movies to watch, and it's my mom's favorite as well. But I had a hard time finding this damn thing. Because I understand it is out of print, but I couldn't even find someone selling it for at least $50 or something, which was kind of weird. And I just found it one day, and eBay just happened to be selling it for $20 one day. So I figured I'd snag it before I regret it. And I did. And it kind of looks pretty decent on Blu-ray. I think there was another movie that came out from this company as well that is out of print as well. I think it was a movie called Triangle or something. I've never seen that one. I've heard of that one, Triangle, but I've never actually seen it. Yeah, but that is the movie Monster here on Blu-ray. Alright, the next one here I got, now this is a Blumhouse Tilt movie I got. And you know me, I love Blumhouse. You know, everything Blumhouse does, I really love. Like, I cannot wait, like I've been saying in the past couple videos, can't wait to see the new Halloween movies. I cannot wait to see the Blumhouse movies next month. You know, Fantasy Island, Invisible Man remake. This one, however, this one was my least favorite. I could not get into this one, but this was called Incarnate here on Blu-ray. I don't know, I could not get myself into this one. But this was like about like this boy getting like possessed, and I think the one doctor's like going inside this boy's mind, trying to see what is going on and why he has all these demons in him. I don't know, this one was alright. It has one special feature on here, which is the making of Incarnate. I don't know, this one was okay. Alright, the next one here I got. Now, this one is a bootleg, just to let you guys know. This is not like a legitimate copy. But I found this one on eBay for about $22.99. You know, and this is a movie that it's not... I know it's not perfect, but, you know, I love the Friday the 13th movies, you know. I like basically all, except for this one and Freddy vs. Jason, you know. Because I know when the box set came out, you know, the box set with all 12 movies is out of print. Then they came out with that 8-movie pack that I got. And, of course, you know, this one and Jason Goes to Hell are, like, the hard ones to find. Like, but I know they had the Jason Goes to Hell in that bootleg set. This is also a bootleg as well. This is Jason X here on Blu-ray. And here's the back right here in case you guys are curious. And sometimes you'll be able to see this, you know, see this on eBay for like $22. But here's the disc. There was no artwork on here for some reason. Hang on, I just wrote Jason X on it. I don't know why I did, but collector's purposes, I guess. But and you know, this movie is not like it's kind of better than how I like it a little bit better than how it used to, but it's still not my favorite one. You know, I think the only reason why I like this and Freddy vs. Jason was there was some people from Goosebumps that was in this. Like I know the one guy was from the Bad Hair Day episode and the Ghost Next Door episode, and the one girl that was in here, I forgot what her name is in this movie and her real name, but I know the one guy, he was the guy who lost his arm and then got his arm back. He was the guy from the Ghost Next Door and Bad Hair Day, but the one girl was from the Be Careful What You Wish For episode. But if you guys haven't seen this one, you know, this is where when Jason goes to space and, you know, Jason gets, like, locked in this, like, freezer, and he's there for, like, over, like, 200, maybe, like, 400 years. Now, and it takes, and the year happens, and, he ends up coming back to life in the year 2455, and, you know, they take him on the spaceship, and, of course, he comes back to life, and he's taking people out on the spaceship one by one. You know, the kills were kind of cool in this movie. I mean, you know, like I said, it's not like a perfect movie, but it's, you know, I only like it because of those characters, those Goosebumps characters that were in this movie. But you know, this doesn't have the special features because I think the Blu-ray had special features as well. But I don't think there was any features on there I really cared about on the DVD. But you know, it did look pretty decent on Blu-ray, you know, so now I have every Jason movie on Blu-ray, and of course, if they ever make a new one, which I'm pretty sure they will one day, I'll get that on Blu-ray. You know, I've always liked the Friday the 13th movies, and, you know, I kind of like Jason Goes to Hell better than this, because, you know, Jason Goes to Hell, you know, it was probably one of the goriest ones in the series, in my opinion. Everything that they did with it, I think, was pretty damn gory. Yeah, but you know, this is a movie you just gotta have because you have the other ones on Blu-ray. That's mainly why you have to have it. But that is Jason X here on Blu-ray. Now, like I said, this is a bootleg copy. I didn't show you the back of the disc, not that it really matters, but it is. Just to let you guys know, probably can't see it, but it's black. And sometimes you can find it on eBay. Sometimes someone is selling it, because I know it used to be where you had to bid on them. Now they're just like selling them, just like, oh, just take it if you want. I don't know, but it's worth watching like movie. All right, this next one right here. Now this is a movie I've always really liked. This is a movie you have to watch around, probably like around winter, because this has kind of like a winter like vibe movie. This is a movie I remember renting from the Redbox one time, and I absolutely love this movie. I have the old DVD of this, which I will be getting rid of now that I've upgraded. But I've loved this movie, and this has a great cast in this movie. Josh Peck is in this from, Drake and Josh, but this is the movie ATM here on Blu-ray. This is from IFC Midnight. This also, and just to let you guys know, if you ever get the Blu-ray or the DVD, like, it has like the theatrical cut and the unrated director's cut. The weird thing about it, the only thing that's kind of weird about it is the theatrical cut is longer than the director's cut, and it's backwards, because usually the director's cut is longer, But watch the theatrical cut, because there is an extended intro in the movie. I'm not going to say what happens in the intro, but just watch the theatrical cut because of that. But the movie is basically about these three co-workers. The one guy, Brian Greg. I'm just gonna say Gregory because I have no idea what that says. But his character, he has a crush on Alice Eve's character, and it's her last day at that job. He wants to give her a ride home, but of course Josh Peck's character, he's like, oh, can I have a ride too, man? And and of course they're on their way, and he's like, oh, I'm hungry. Can we just go get something to eat? I need to stop at the ATM first, And of course they go there. They go to the ATM, and as they're leaving, they see this guy. Mysterious like figure, like wearing like a parka, and he's like just standing there watching them. And of course, and then they witness him like kill some guy with a dog. And now they're all panicking because they don't know what to do. They're trapped in there. And the weird thing is, like, the ATM, the setting of the ATM, like, he's not even going in there. He like, and it's just a place where he could just walk right through, and you don't even have to use a door. He could throw a rock at it or something, and he's just not going in there. And you're trying to figure out like why is this guy doing this? You're trying to figure out like what is his motive for doing all this. I don't know. This is such a really great movie. Highly recommend this movie. Probably my favorite movie to watch around the winter time, because like I said, it has like a winter vibe to it. But definitely give this one a watch, because I've absolutely enjoyed it. That, like I said, that is an upgrade, by the way. All right, the next one here I got. This movie, I always like these kind of like comedy like movies. These movies, like this one was supposed to be like a spoof, but I don't know what it was spoofing, to be honest. But I actually really, really enjoyed this one. I mainly got it because my grandfather likes westerns, and this is kind of like a western comedy like movie. He likes comedy movies, like he likes Family Guy, he likes Big Bang, and I just think this movie was perfect for him, and he liked it, and I liked it, and I thought it was pretty funny. This is a movie called A Million Ways to Die in the West here on Blu-ray. It's basically the guy from Seth MacFarlane, who does Family Guy, and he did Ted. The movie is basically about it's just basically about, it takes place in the Western, and this, and like comedic stuff happens. That's basically what it is. But really, really fun movie. I've absolutely enjoyed it. This one has the theatrical and the unrated version of the movies as well. But I highly recommend it if you want to laugh a lot. This is probably a movie I would definitely recommend. Alright, the next one here I got, this one is out of print, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe they sent me the Canadian release of this movie, because it doesn't have the American rating. It has the Canadian rating only, and I think like the company that put this out Maple Pictures. I think that is a Canadian company. But, I think it's still out of print anyway from Canada. But this is the movie Near Dark. Very underrated vampire flick. I've actually kind of enjoyed. My mom is the reason why I got this as well, because she recommended it to me. I know this movie is out of print, so I got it. But yeah, that is Near Dark here on Blu-ray. And like I said, I think they sent me the Canadian release, but I don't care. It's something, right? That's that. Alright, the next one here I got. Now, this is another movie. I've always liked these kind of movies. Trey Parker, Matt Stone, from the creators of South Park, they do amazing movies, and I really wish they can come back and do movies like this again, but it's probably never going to happen, because, this is back at the time when South Park was new. This was back in 97, so South Park might have been just new. But I've always liked the movies that they've done. But this is a movie called Orgazmo here on Blu-ray. This movie is not for everyone, just to let you know, but it's basically, this has the unrated version and theatrical versions, and I've never heard of this rating before, but on the back has this rating called NC-17, right there. I've never heard of that rating. I guess that's a rating because of how bad this, how inappropriate this movie is, but the movie is basically about, Trey Parker, who's, he's playing, this, religious man, and, this church-going guy, he's going around people's houses, offering them, Bibles and stuff, and telling them, believe in God and believe in Jesus, and he goes to this one house, and this house is, filming this porno movie, this superhero porn guy, and, they want him to be, they ask him if he wants to play this role playing the superhero, and he's like, I don't know, but he believes that if he does this role, he's not, he's going to be a sinner, and, he's, it's just against God's wishes or whatever, but I don't know, this movie was really, really funny. I absolutely really enjoyed this movie. I liked everything that Matt Stone and Trey Parker has done. I like basketball. I know, they did Cannibal the Musical. I have not seen that yet. That's the only one I need to see. I liked Team America World Police. I like the South Park movie, and of course the South Park show. I liked everything that they've done. And I just wish that they can do more movies like this. But like I said, I guess it's not going to happen. But I've heard this one was out of print, but I don't know. But I kind of wanted to give it another rewatch because I just remember really liking this movie, and I absolutely really enjoyed it. Alright, now this next one right here, I know this movie gets a lot of negative reviews. They say that this movie it's so bad it's good. And, you know what, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. But this is a movie called Troll 2 here on Blu-ray. And of course, the first Troll movie, I have not seen the first Troll movie. And this was a blind buy as well, but, basically, the sequel right here, there's no connection to the first one, so basically they're saying that you don't have to see the first one to see this, but this was basically about, this boy and his family, they go on this vacation, well, they go to this town, and, this town is kind of, acting, very strange. The people are weird, and he keeps seeing these goblins, these trolls. I don't know. This one was actually kind of cool. The only feature that it includes is the theatrical trailer, and that's basically it. It does come with a DVD copy as well, in case you guys are wondering. But I don't know. I actually thought this was actually kind of cool. I actually really enjoyed it. I do like the cover of this movie, by the way. Way this looks. I know this was released from Screen Factory. A double feature with the first Troll as well, because Troll was never released in a standalone Blu-ray, but which I think went out of print and then went back in print for a while. Now it's out of print again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but that is Troll 2 here on Blu-ray. All right, the last one onto the Blu-rays. The last one I got was the Flintstones movie here on Blu-ray. And, you know me, when it comes to, like, these movies like this, movies that were originally animation, it's turned into live action, I just have to watch them. Like, and this I really liked, but this was basically about, Fred Flintstone. He's played by, what is his name again? John Goodman. John Goodman plays, Fred Flintstone, and Fred gets this job, he's like a president or something, and of course, when he gets his job, he becomes very rich. But that's mainly what the movie was. He gets his job, and of course, like, family doesn't want him to have this job, and they think that this job, there's something about this job that's, like, kind of, like, weird. And of course, I know they did do it wasn't a sequel, it was a prequel, that just did come out the Blu-ray from the Burn On Demand thing not too long ago. It was called Viva Rock Vegas or something. But now that I do like this one, so I will be getting at some point, be getting the other one. That is the Flintstones movie here on Blu-ray. Alright, now on to the DVDs. Now this one right here, this first one right here, I reviewed that box set I got months ago. Like a couple of Blu-ray update videos ago. And the way the show ended, it was kind of weird. It ended as if it ended up as a cliffhanger, and basically I heard about this movie, this TV movie that came out, and and from what I've heard, this was actually a continuation to that episode. I actually thought this was actually pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it's still kind of ended weird. But other than that, though, I did kind of dig this one. And this one is supposed to be out of print as well. This one is Project Alf here on here on DVD. I love the Alf TV show. But of course, this one, it also has the same guy who was playing Alf in the show as well. Paul Fusco. I think that's his name. And of course, there's some good cast members in this, like what's his name? William O'Leary's in this. He was in Candyman 2, and he was also in 2 episodes of CSI Miami. And also Jensen Daggett's in this from Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Probably one of my favorite Jason movies. But this starts off like them at this like military base, and they're doing tests on Alf, like these like weird tests, like they're trying to figure out what kind of alien he is, where he came from, and like the people there, they want to dissect him, and Jensen Daggett and William O'Leary's character, they try to hide him, like take him out of the Air Force Base, and that's basically what it is. But this movie was actually pretty decent. It's not, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a worth watching like movie. All right, we got two more. All right, the next one here I got. I'm surprised this one's not out on Blu-ray yet. Hope maybe like the Warner Archive could put this one out. I know Wet Movie One talks about this one a lot because I know he has a crush on Christina Ricci. I like this one. This was actually my first time watching this, and this one is on Netflix, I think. If you guys ever want to check it out, it is on Netflix, if you guys had Netflix. But this is Now and Then here on DVD. And this was kind of like the movie Stand By Me, but except it's about girls. Christina Ricci's in it, Thora Birch is in it, which she was in another movie. Hopefully one day also gets a Blu-ray release, probably will, from the Warner Archive as well, Monkey Trouble. She was also in a movie called Train the Hole, and what was that one movie? Hocus Pocus, of course. I know the one girl right here, and I heard that she died like 12 years ago from a heroin overdose or something. But this is basically, the girls, like, it was kind of like Stand By Me. That's basically what it was. But I think this one was actually just as cool as Stand By Me. I absolutely really dug this one. Really enjoyed it. Alright, the last one here I got. This one, yeah, there's a lot of out of prints in this update today. This one I do believe was out of print, because this is actually the old snapper case that came out back in the day when DVDs were new. And I actually found this at the mall for about $5. And I remember really digging this movie, and hopefully this one gets a Blu-ray release at some point. I'm surprised it hasn't yet, because I know the remake came out the Blu-ray from Canada, which is out of print now. This is the movie The Hitcher, the original Hitcher, here on DVD. And, you know, the remake was kind of like the same thing, the exact same thing as the original, but of course it was, you know, there was some different stuff in it. But the movie is about this guy, this kid who was I don't know where he was going actually, but you know, it starts out with him picking up this hitchhiker, and you know, and of course, like the hitchhiker that he picks up is this guy's like crazy, and you know, like tormenting this kid, and you know, basically like trying to mess up his life, and you know, the guy's after him, and you know, he tries to go to the cops, but the cops don't believe him. You know, the hitchhiker's like killing all these people off one by one, and he's framing this kid for all these murders. And, you know, the cops, he's trying to tell the cops that it's not him, it's this guy that's doing all this stuff. And, you know, no one's buying it, no one believes him, and, you know, and of course, you know, it's basically, like, survival. He's trying to survive this, and, you know, trying to figure out how he's going to get these cops to believe him that this guy really does exist, and this guy's, it's not him, it's really this guy that's doing all this stuff. But I really like this one, and hopefully this one probably comes out the Blu-ray from, like, Shout Factory or something, because I know it was out on Blu-ray from, like, in, like, a media book exclusive, but, I don't know if that was region free or what, but it's very expensive online anyway. It's like $53 plus like $29 for the shipping and handling. But really, really fun thriller. Highly recommend this one. And I do like the remake as well. The remake was just as good as this. And I know there was a sequel that came out like years later after this. And you know, C. Thomas Howell was supposed to be in it as well, playing like a cop. Like he basically reprises his role. I've never seen the sequel, so I don't know if it was really as good. I know Jake Busey's in it, you know, Gary Busey's son. But that is the Hitcher here on DVD. And that is it for this DVD and Blu-ray update. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.